This is one of the most secret and best hidden rooms in the BBC, because on the shelves here, in these rather boring-looking plastic cases, are all the BBC's television programmes for Christmas, worth the best part of £10 million. They may not glitter quite like gold, but believe me, they're every bit as valuable.
If any of these gets lost, someone down here, deep in the bowels of the BBC, will have a very red face indeed. But in fact, there's a lot more to Christmas television than just what's on these shelves. The finishing touches are now being put to a pair of celebrities which over the festive season will become more famous than all our pop stars, actors and comedians put together. For the last 6 weeks, the men in the Beeb's mechanical workshops have been working flat out on the BBC Christmas symbols, which pop up on our screens between all the special programmes. For BBC Two, a set of 3 geometrically perfect Perspex Christmas trees. For BBC One, a giant snowflake, immaculately reproduced from a microscopic drawing. Even here, the symbols are beginning to show the sparkle they'll give after just a little attention from an army of lighting and graphic artists. There'll only be 2 live human beings to be seen on BBC television on Christmas Day. One is Jan Leeming, and she's not the only person in the family having to work then.
I know I speak for all of my colleagues at Radio 2.
On the other side of London, in Broadcasting House, Jan Leeming's husband, Patrick Lunt, is the late-duty Christmas Day announcer on Radio 2. Although it means the family has to split up on Christmas afternoon, with 2-year-old Jonathan going to Granny, Jan says the absence of vast quantities of food and drink can have positive advantages.
I tell you what, I've worked 5 or 6 Christmases now, and it's very nice not to be absolutely gorged with food and drink. It's very pleasant to have to be abstemious.
What will your husband be doing on Christmas
He's
Day,
working in more or less the same hours as I am. John, I'm glad you brought something to amuse him.
Yes, he's looking at the monitor.
He's working all evening. I think he's doing an overnight. I don't know his shifts more than, 10 days in advance. I get thoroughly confused with our shifts.
But it's not really Christmas for you, though, is it? I mean, do you celebrate Christmas another time, really?
No, not really, because, I've got the best of both worlds. I've got him and my family at lunchtime, and we do everything every other family does, and then I come in and I've got my colleagues upstairs. I enjoy it.
OK, and coming to Ian in 5, 4.
The only other person you'll see live on Christmas Day is the fast-rising star of the weather department, Ian McCaskill. Now, here on Breakfast Time, we can reveal exclusively the parts of Ian McCaskill other programmes never reach, i.e. his feet. And as you can see, he always does the forecast in his socks.
Well, when I was younger, you're going to find this hard to believe, but I was a bit sort of hyperactive, and I used to walk up and down a lot.
Really?
Absolutely, yes. And just like a Van de Graaff generator, I was generating amazing amounts of electricity, and it crackled in the microphone, and my normal impenetrable accent got even more impenetrable.
Rumour has it that sometimes you even come in with odd socks. Now, is that true?
It has happened, I'm afraid. It's dark in the mornings.
You made a special effort today, though, for us.
Today they match, and no holes anywhere, except in the top where the foot goes in.
And the one thing Ian McCaskill hopes he'll find in his stocking when he finally opens it on Boxing Day is a new pair of non-static, long-lasting woolly socks.